Good morning, third graders. Today we're going to talk about context clues. Sometimes when reading, we come across a word we don't understand. The words around this word help us to figure out what that word means. This is called context clues. Today we will understand how context clues help us figure out the meaning of an unknown word. What is this? Do you think differently now that you see what is all around that part? Just like the pictures, words are not always what they seem. That's why we use context clues. Context clues are like looking at the whole picture. The whole picture helps us figure out what the small part was. Context clues, words around the unknown word, help us to figure out what an unknown word means. Take, for example, this word, close. What does it mean? Why do you think that way? Now let's try the word in context. Please close the door because the wind is blowing my paper. Does using that word in context, a sentence, help you understand the word? Context clues are words around the word that help us understand its meaning. So the words around the word close, please close the door because the wind is blowing my paper, tells us that close has something to do with the door, and it's to stop the wind from blowing my paper. So close means to shut. Let's try the word in a different context. He sat close to the front of the room. Did the meaning of the word change? You can see by these examples that having the context clues around the word helps you to know its actual meaning. In the last sentence, close meant to shut the door. Now here, he sat close to the front of the room. It's a location of where he is, near the front of the room. Let's try this with a different word. The people were melancholy after hearing the bad news that their team had lost. Based on the context clues, the other words in the sentence, what does the word melancholy mean? And what words helped you figure it out? Melancholy means sad or feeling down. The words that helped me were bad news and team had lost. The people were melancholy after hearing the bad news that their team had lost. So bad news makes me feel sad, and team had lost is also something sad. So the people were sad after hearing the bad news that their team had lost. The words around the unknown word helped us understand what it means. Now let's use context clues to figure out the meaning of unknown words in a non-fiction text.
Lion, lion. Lions live in Africa and India. You can find them in the grassy plains and open savannas.
On this page, we're talking about where lions live. And I see the word plains. And I'm wondering what word helps me figure out what a plain is. And then I go to the word in front of it and it says grassy. So I know that plain is an area that's very grassy. And another confusing word I see is savannas. I'm wondering what that means. And once again, we know that we're talking about a place where lions live based on the words around it, the context clues. And we know that open is in front of savannas, so we know a savanna is an open area.
Lions have gold or brownish fur. An adult male lion has a mane.
Here's another word that sticks out, and I'm wondering what that means. So I take a look at the words around it. Lions have gold or brownish fur. An adult male lion has a mane. So we know that we're talking about the fur, gold or brownish fur. So a mane is some type of fur that only a male lion has.
Prides. Most lions live in large groups called prides. Prides can have 10 to 20 members.
Sometimes the context clues are simply telling us what the word means. Most lions live in large groups called prides. I know pride is a large group because that's what they're telling us it is. Lions live in large groups called prides. So a pride is a large group of lions. The context clues, the words around the word, help us understand what the word means.
Each pride has its own territory. Males chase away anyone who tries to enter their territory.
Territory. We can figure out that word using context clues. Males chase away anyone who tries to enter their territory. So a territory is a place where you can enter. So a territory is if you use the context clues to understand territory, you look at the word enter or someone trying to enter a place. So we know what that word means, a place someone tries to enter.
Hunting. Female lions do most of the hunting. They usually hunt in groups. Food. Lions are meat eaters. They eat animals like antelope, zebras, and water buffalo. Baby lions. Female lions have 1 to 6 babies at a time. Baby lions are called cubs.
Here again, I'm looking. Cubs. That's an unknown word. But if you look at the context clues, the words around it, we know that here the definition is given. Baby lions are called cubs. So cubs are baby lions.
Cubs are very playful. They chase each other and wrestle. Male lions leave the pride when they are about 2 years old. When they are strong, they take over their own pride. More facts. Lions rest and sleep about 20 hours a day. Lions are good swimmers. They are also excellent climbers. In the wild, lions live 10 to 15 years. Lions can roar very loud. They can be heard 5 miles away.
Today we learned that context clues help us figure out the meaning of unknown words. Great job, third graders.